Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. C3.ai is a company which offers AI services to big organizations and considered to be a direct competitor of Palantir. Usually I cover stocks in the aerospace industry like Archer Aviation and EHang, but this time I have decided to cover this stock as I find it interesting as well. Here is the video format. First I will explain what C3.ai do, when it was established, and other basic information so you will have a good understanding of the company. Then I will talk about the products they are selling, who they sell the products to, and what are different use cases for the products. Finally, I will talk about their business model and financial results. Everything I say is not a financial advice, so please make sure you do your own research. C3.ai helps large organizations use artificial intelligence to operate more efficiently. The company was founded back in 2009 and is based in Redwood City, California. C3.ai builds software designed for big businesses such as energy companies, financial institutions, and government agencies. Their software help organizations do things like predict when equipment might fail, detect fraud, and make better decisions using large amount of data. You can think of it as a smart assistant that works behind the scenes to help businesses stay ahead of problems. C3.ai earns revenue by charging companies to use their software, and most of the revenue comes from subscriptions. They also partner with major tech companies like Microsoft and Google to support and deliver their services. In December 2020, C3.ai went public and now it's traded under the ticker symbol AI. The company offers two main types of products, a platform for building custom AI tools and a suite of ready-to-use AI applications. When it comes to the platform, this is like a toolbox that companies can use to build their own AI-powered applications. It helps them collect, organize, and analyze data to support their business operations. For example, a company might use a platform to predict when machines will break down or to catch supply chain issues before they become serious. Now, when it comes to the application products that they offer, these are ready-to-made tools that companies can start using right away, no development required. Here are a few examples for applications that C3.ai offers. The first application is called C3.ai Reliability. This one helps companies predict when equipment is likely to fail so they can fix it before it causes downtime. It's used in industries like oil and gas, manufacturing, and even aviation. Another platform is for fraud detection. It identifies unusual or suspicious activity in financial systems. This helps banks, insurance companies, and government agencies to prevent fraud. Another use case is the network risk. That one monitors companies' supply chain for signs of delays or shortage. It helps businesses avoid disruptions and stay on schedule. And the last two applications are energy management and the readiness. The energy management tracks how much energy a company uses and finds ways to reduce waste and cut costs. It's often used at factories, utilities, and large buildings. And the readiness application used by military organizations like the US Air Force to monitor equipment and ensure everything is ready when needed. Recently, C3.ai introduced the C3 Generative AI Suite. This tool lets employees ask questions in plain language, similar to talking to a smart assistant, and get real-time answers using company data. It's really similar to ChatGPT, but the only difference they use the company's database. For instance, someone could ask how many products did we sell this week, and they will receive a quick, accurate response. Now let's talk about the business model. C3.ai's most popular products are the subscriptions-based AI applications. Those include tools for equipment reliability, fraud detection, and energy management. The company earns their majority of their revenue, about 90%, from subscriptions. This means their clients pay to use the software on an ongoing basis. For example, in one recent quarter, the company earned nearly $80 million from software subscriptions alone. C3.ai also provide engineering and professional service such as setup, training, and ongoing support. However, these services make up a smaller part of about 10% of their total revenue. C3.ai serves some of the world's largest companies and government agencies. Here are a few examples of customers. One of them is Con Edison, a major utility company in New York. that uses the company's services to manage the energy grid and analyze smart meter data. Another big client is the US Air Force, which relies on C3.ai software for equipment tracking, logistics, and operational planning. In the past, they focused on large contracts, often worth tens of millions of dollars. At one point, the average deal size was around $20 million. Today, they offer more flexible options. Smaller contracts now start at around $800,000, making their tools more accessible for a wide range of businesses and not just for the mature businesses. Their generative AI suite, which allows employees to ask business questions, starts at around $250,000, and it takes about 3 months to implement the system in the company. Now let's talk about their financial results. First, the revenue. The company has been growing steadily. Each quarter, their revenue has increased by around 20 to 30% compared to the same quarter the year before. For example, in their most recent quarter, they made about $100 million. Almost all of that, around 80% or 90%, came from software subscriptions. The rest came from services like training and implementation. Now, when it comes to gross margin, it's pretty solid and stays around 60%. They are not yet profitable, but their losses are getting smaller. Their latest quarterly loss was about $23 million, which is an improvement over the previous quarter. Now, when it comes to cash, they have over $700 million in cash and short-term investments. In one recent quarter, they even had positive free cash flow of about $7 million. However, in most recent quarter, they had a cash loss from operation of about $22 million. Looking forward, C3.ai expects to make between $350 million to $400 million in revenue for the year of 2025. They also expect to start generating positive free cash flow by the end of this year. And when it comes to risk factors, C3.ai often starts with pilot programs, which can be costly, take time, and not necessarily lead to big contracts. And lastly, they continue to spend heavily on sales and marketing, and this slows down their path for profitability as well. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.